Well, hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I made for the Me Made fashion show, which is hosted by the beautiful Talisha, and she goes by Creativity T by T here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. I'll make sure that I put links to her video as well as to her YouTube channel in the description box below, so you could go over and check out what she made for this beautiful Me Made fashion show. So Talisha, like I said, she's the host, and she's been creating these wonderful Me Made garments and collaborating with a lot of the Sew Sisters here on YouTube as well as on Instagram, and creating these beautiful holiday makes. So I'm really thankful to Talisha for hosting this year and for including me in part of this Me Made fashion show. So for this fashion show, I decided to go with the Cashmerette Roseclair dress. So this is a pattern that I just recently made in a blog post form for Fabric Mart Fabrics. So if you are new to the channel, you could go ahead and click on that full review in the description box below, and you could go over and check it out. And even if you're not new to the channel, but you didn't get a chance to watch that video, go ahead, show me some love, click on that video and watch the full review of the Roseclair dress pattern. Let me know what you think about view A, which is the tiered option with the long sleeves and the cuffs on the bottom. And I have fun making it. So yeah, I'm really excited to share with you the things that I have done with the second version of this and the modifications, things like that I've made. I didn't make too many modifications or alterations because the pattern straight out of the envelope is a really great pattern. I highly recommend this pattern. It's just such a beautiful pattern. So for those of you who are new to the channel, haven't had a chance to watch this video, this pattern is by Cashmerette Patterns. It comes in sizes 0 to 16 and then 12 to 32. So it's a range of sizes. It's a beautiful dress. You have three different options. You have a tiered dress, you have a regular wrap dress, and then you have different length variations as well, and then different sleeve variations. So for this video, I'm just basically telling you some of the updates that I've done to the pattern and what I did differently to create this holiday dress. So for this holiday dress, I decided to go with the peacock green and navy polka dot fabric from fabricmart.com. I actually purchased this fabric. It's a shirting fabric. It has a slight sheen on it because it's sateen fabric. It's just a gorgeous fabric. So this particular fabric isn't available anymore, but the fabric that I made the first version of this dress with, that fabric is available. Is a strawberry and navy color. I'll make sure that I put that in the description box below as well. So if you want to purchase you some of this fabric in that color, you could go over and check it out. As of the date of this video, it was available, but if it's not available, just keep checking, because I believe that they brought the strawberry and navy color back 3 times. So keep checking. They may bring that back, and they may even bring this color back as well. So for this version, I decided to increase the neckline binding as well as the waist ties and size. If you watched the first video, you know that I said that the neckline binding as well as the ties were a little bit too narrow, and as a result, on the first version I had to flip my bias binding inward and stitch it down because it was just way too narrow. So I increased the waist ties by about 7/8 of an inch in width, and I did that for the neck binding as well as for the waist ties. And I love this so much more, so much more. So I'll make sure that I put an image here so you can see what that looks like. So for the first version of this, I decided to go with the size 16, and I made a CD cup. And for the second version, I decided to go down to the size 14, and I also made a CD cup as well. And for the first version, it was a 44 inches for the bust. I found that that was a little bit too much ease for me, so I decided to go down to the size 14, and for this size it's 42 inches for the bust. And guess what? I can actually go down another size. I can actually go down to the size 12. I'm really amazed about how much room I could actually have in this garment, and I think it's mostly because of the cup size. So I'm really excited about that if I want to have an even more fitted bodice, I can even go down to the size 12. So I'm really happy about that. In terms of the neckline, because I went down to the size 14, I would actually alter the neckline again to include maybe another 1/2 inch in width, so that way my cleavage isn't showing. For the first variation, or for the first variation, which is view A in the size 16 with the strawberry and navy fabric, I actually increased the neckline, but because I went down to the size 14 for this version, that neckline dropped a little bit, and so you can actually see some of my cleavage. So that's the only difference that I actually would make for this garment. If I made the size 14 again, is I would raise that neckline just a little bit more so that my cleavage isn't showing. And as you can tell from the photos in the video, it's not even that bad at all. It's still very much modest, and so it doesn't bother me at all. It's good the way that it is, and I'm really happy with the results. So for this version, I decided to go with the skirt, just the regular skirt that's not tiered. As you all know from that first video, it was quite overwhelming doing the long tiers for that version A. So I decided to go with the version B, which is a mid-calf length regular skirt, wrap skirt option. So I really like this. It went together really smooth and really easily, and I'm really excited. For the binding, as you can see, because I increased it in the width, it's really nice, and I can actually have that binding on the outside of my garment instead of flipping it inward now, because it's not that narrow. It has a really nice, generous size to it, and I'm really happy with the end results of the binding as well. So overall, this garment is much more suitable, much more appropriate for my taste and my liking. Making all those modifications made a really big difference for me, especially for the neckline binding, and also for the alteration of going down in size as well. So I really like that. For this version, I also chose the longer sleeve. So you'll notice that on the pattern for views B and C, it features the pattern in a shorter sleeve, but I decided to do it in a longer sleeve because it is winter, and so I decided to just have a little bit length to my sleeve. Even though it's 3/4 length sleeve, I still have quite a bit of length to the sleeve, and I also put the cuff on it as well. So again, really loving this one. I didn't think that I would actually like the green color as much as I do, but I absolutely love this green. It's a really nice green. Usually me and green, we're not really good friends, but I really do like this, and I think it makes for a beautiful holiday dress. If you haven't had a chance yet, make sure that you check out Talisha's video, and I'm sure by now I have put pictures throughout the video of what she has made. Please go over, show her some love, and see what she made for the Me Made Fashion Show as well. Again, you can follow links to her video as well as to any blog posts that I've mentioned, fabrics, all that stuff will be in the description box below. If you have any questions or comments, make sure that you leave your thoughts with me in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and thank you so much for lending me your time today. All right, friends, that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in today and lending me your time. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. If you did, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can receive updates of all my videos when I post them. I hope you all have a happy and blessed day, and stay creative. Bye.